Once upon a time. Hello. Well, I've been walking for a long time, so I'm going to have a sit down. I didn't know a wood could be as big as this. I wonder if it is a wood. It looks like a wood, but it's very big. And there are more trees than you usually get in a wood, and more plants. It's a forest. I'm in a forest. It's much more wild here, and lots of strange-looking things grow in a forest, like these. They look a bit like mushrooms, don't they? Only they're much bigger, and we can't eat these. Lots of things that grow outside in the wild that we don't know about could make us very ill if we ate them, no matter how nice and tasty they look. Oh, it's much darker here too, isn't it? It's darker than it is in a wood. That's because there are so many trees and bushes. That's why lots of animals like to live in the forest. They can live here without being found. I wonder if there's anything living in those bushes over there. Perhaps there's a fox in there, just waiting for me to go so he can come out. Foxes are very clever animals. They manage to hide when we're around, so we don't see them very often, except in picture books. So, do you know what a fox looks like? I know they have bushy tails, so let's start with a bushy tail, like that. And they have long, sleek bodies, like this. And they have 4 legs, so they can run away quickly if they see us coming. And they have a head with 2 ears, so they can hear very well. And they have long noses, so they can smell their food. I smell supper. Of course, a fox would be much too clever to stand out in the open where everyone could see him. So let's put a forest over here. Maybe there. Have a tree here. Like that. One there. You could have one here. And one here. You can have an extra one just up here. There. Now he can run off and hide whenever he wants to. Although a lot of the things that grow in the forest would make you and me very ill if we ate them, they don't harm the animals. A lot of animals need to eat the things they find in the forest to live, like nuts and grass. Today's story is about an animal just like that, an animal that lives in the forest, right in the middle of the forest, where it's at its darkest and its thickest. Once upon a time, there was a big brown bear who lived in the middle of the forest. One day, he woke up and yawned. Oh, I'm hungry. I want my supper now. And what I want for supper is mushrooms. So he went off in the forest to find some. The plants in the forest heard him coming along calling, "Mushrooms, mushrooms, I'm hungry, come out, I want you for my supper." The mushrooms were frightened. They whispered to each other, "Hush, hush, or the big brown bear will find us." And they wriggled back down into the earth and hid there. The bear looked everywhere for mushrooms, but all he could see were berries. "Oh, I don't want raspberries. I don't want strawberries. If I can't have mushrooms, I'm going home." And he did. The next morning, the bear woke up and he yelped, "Oh, I'm even hungrier today. I want my supper now. And what I want to eat today is raspberries." When the plants in the forest heard him coming along this time, he was calling, "Raspberries, raspberries, stick out your little red faces. I'll come and pick you for my tea." The raspberries were frightened. They pulled the leaves over their faces and hid as close to the ground as they could, whispering to each other, "Hush, hush, don't move at all or the big brown bear will catch us." And the bear couldn't find them at all. "I don't want mushrooms, and I don't want strawberries. If I can't have raspberries, I'll just go home." And he did. The next morning, the bear woke up and he roared, "Oh, I'm very hungry today. I want my supper now. And what I want for supper is strawberries." Then the plants in the forest heard him coming along calling, "Strawberries, strawberries, wave your little green caps in the air. I'm coming to find you and eat you up." The strawberries were very frightened. They lay face down on the ground and hid as close to the earth as they could, whispering to each other, "Hush, hush, don't move at all or the big brown bear will catch us." And the bear couldn't find them at all. "Oh, I don't want mushrooms, and I don't want raspberries. If I can't have strawberries, I'm going home." And he did. But he was very hungry. So hungry he couldn't sleep at all. He just lay there thinking about what had happened. "You know, it's funny," he said. "Whenever I go and look for one special thing, it isn't there. But all the others are. Perhaps what I'm looking for is hiding from me. Ah, but what if they didn't know I was looking for them? What then, I wonder?" And he thought of a plan to get the food he wanted, and then fell asleep. The next morning, the bear woke up and he whispered, "Oh, I'm starving today, and what I want for supper today is mushrooms. But what I'll say I want for supper is raspberries and strawberries." So he went off into the forest. And the plants in the forest heard him coming along. They heard him calling, "Raspberries, strawberries, show me where you are." So, of course, the raspberries and the strawberries hid, just as they had done before. But the mushrooms stayed just where they were, because they thought the bear didn't want them. "Raspberries, strawberries," said the bear, creeping nearer and nearer to the foolish mushrooms. "I'm hungry." "Too bad," said the mushrooms. "The raspberries aren't here today." "But I want my supper now," said the bear, creeping nearer still. "Sorry," said the mushrooms. "The strawberries are not at home." "But what I really want for supper," said the bear, creeping right up to the mushrooms, "is you." And he grabbed them, and he ate them all up. It's very easy to make a picture of a mushroom. It's just... The fox has gone. Must be in the forest. It's very easy to make a picture of a mushroom. It's just a stalk and a top. Looks a bit like something else, doesn't it? Something that's very useful when it's raining. Something that I would hold by the handle here and shelter from the rain under there. And it's called an umbrella. Once upon a time, there was an umbrella. Trouble was, it didn't know it was an umbrella. You know it's an umbrella. I know it's an umbrella. But the poor umbrella, it didn't know what it was. Am I a mushroom? No, I'm not a mushroom. Am I a helicopter? No, I'm not a helicopter. Am I a fish? Am I a jellyfish? No, I'm not a jellyfish. Am I a boat? Nope, I'm not a boat. Am I a wheel? Nope, I'm not a wheel. I don't know what I am. Now I know what I am. I'm an umbrella.